All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Tree of Life astrology. How does the Tree of Life work with astrology? Now, this is probably just part one of this. We're going to look at what I would call microastrology, which is kind of dealing with the smaller increments of time. Okay, so now if you've watched my videos before, you've seen the Tree of Life here, and you see that it's got 12 different, 12 different categories, 10 different spheres, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then there's an abyss right here, and then there's a 0 above the tree. So that's 12 different categories. Each one of these categories has a different meaning, a different faculty of consciousness. And so, for example, the 10th sphere is about animal consciousness. This is our survival instinct, fight or flight. 9th sphere is about our domestic consciousness. 8th sphere, so what we're learning when we're growing up at home. We're very receptive, and then we imitate. We memorize and imitate what our caregivers are teaching us, or what their examples. Same thing with the 8th sphere, but this is with the public sphere, the real world. So this is the institutions and the teachers and the consensus worldview, the paradigms that we're supposed to believe in and then accept and act accordingly. The 7th sphere is really our imaginary faculty, where we come creative faculty, where we see what's going on here, see that it's not entirely satisfactory, and we imagine, we create, we invent alternatives to it. 6th sphere is our free will faculty, our ability to pay attention and to make decisions. In particular, to stop paying attention so much to these areas down here and pay more attention to our more spiritually evolved aspects up here that we're starting to tap into. So the 5th sphere is our sense of justice, our sense of law and order, including universal love and universal language. This is our psychic powers. And the 3rd sphere is about omnipotence. 2nd sphere, omniscience, all-knowing. And the 1st sphere is omnipresence, all present, all the time, everywhere. Okay, and then there's a 0 above the tree. Now, when we're talking about microastrology, we're really just dealing with spheres 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. But really, 2 and 4 are kind of like treated together. So that's really how we think about that. Then when we think about the one is always present. So the 1st sphere is really like always there. Now, in terms of microastrology, what we want to start with is the days of the week. And so this is a very ancient system of how to do the days of the week here, and it's also connected with the planets. So, so when we start with the 9th sphere, again, we were talking about, and so every day is a day of the week that we kind of the way the tree looks at it is we have basically 7 personalities. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And those personalities reflect days of the week. So whatever day of the week we're born on is our natal personality. This is our most comfortable personality. But we have all these other personalities too that reflect the other spheres. And so those things are also in play, and those things come to the fore on the day of the week that is being represented. So, for example, the 9th sphere is all about Monday, The ninth sphere corresponds with the moon, and the moon corresponds with Monday. And then, you know, the colors here are gray, are silver-ish color for the moon. So the moon is Monday, ninth sphere. So if you're born on a Monday, you know, that's your natal personality. But also anytime it is Monday, you know, if you're, you know, scheduling your events, you know, you want to do things on a Monday that reflect this ninth sphere kind of thing, you know. So Monday may be a day that you want to be very receptive, you know, you build it into your schedule that's the time where you're doing your receptive, your imitative kind of things that you have to do in a given week. The eighth sphere here, red and black, and this is about Wednesday. The planet involved is Mercury. Mercury, you know, Wednesday in French is mercredi. So mercredi is Mercury, Wednesday. And that is about, you know, the public sphere, the expert opinion, our belief systems, our logical faculties, rationalization. Those things are emphasized on Wednesdays. Okay, then the seventh sphere. And also you can see that you can do things like dress accordingly to, you know, the day of the week. So today I'm wearing red and black because it's Wednesday. So it all matches up with the eighth sphere. You know, for decades I've dressed according to the day of the week. You know, it just makes it a little easier to put your clothes on. You know, you don't have to sit and look at your closet. What am I going to wear today? Well, you might do that, but you're like, well, today I'm wearing black and red. So that gives me a start, you know. It's just a tiny little thing that you can do to make it fun or whatever. Some days I might really be feeling it and I wear all black and red. Other days maybe I'll just wear a little black and red, you know, just to resonate. So anyway, seventh sphere here is about our imagination, creative spark, inspiration, and this is yellow and green and also pink if you're interested in that, but it has to do with Friday. So seventh sphere is a Friday thing, and the planet involved is Venus. So again, in French, Friday is vendredi. So vendredi represents Venus. And it's a seventh sphere kind of thing. So if you're born on Friday, that's your natal personality is seventh sphere. The sixth sphere, paying attention, making decisions, the center, the free will faculty, and the colors are red and white, maybe with a little bit of yellow, sunshine yellow, because the sixth sphere corresponds to the sun, and the sixth sphere corresponds to Sunday. So Sunday is the day for the sixth sphere. So, you know, this is the day that you set aside to, you know, pay attention and make decisions. Now we move up here to the fifth sphere. The fifth sphere is, the colors are red and or purple. And this is all about Tuesday. So the planet involved is Mars, and Mars in Tuesday in French is mardi. So Mars is the planet, Tuesday is the day of the week, and you know, this is about the enforcement of the law of karma, has to do with, to a certain extent, nonviolence, has to do with, you know, taking the law here and enforcing the law. It has to do with working with your allies. Mars is the god of war. But in the tree, we think of it more as Mars is not the god, so much the god of war as the god of ending wars. So this is about using nonviolence in particular to put an end to war. So that's our fifth sphere thing. And if you were born on Tuesday, you know, that's what you resonate with. Then we've got the fourth sphere here and the second sphere. They both fit in at the same place. And this is our, you know, universals, universal law, universal language, universal love. And this has to do with Jupiter. And it also has to do with Thursday. So in French, Thursday is jeudi. That's for Jupiter. And so Jupiter is for people who were born on Thursdays. And then the second sphere also fits in with that same thing. Second and the fourth sphere are usually seen as being kind of like brother and sister. So then finally, the third sphere, which is purple and black, this has to do with omnipotence, all-powerful. And this is coming from our ability to tune into sound, the power of sound, in particular mantra, but many other forms of sound, sound healing, other forms of sound that have to do with power. Whereas a lot of times sound has to do with meaning. Here at the third sphere, the sound has to do with power. It has no meaning, but it has power. And this corresponds with the planet Saturn. And as you might guess, it also corresponds with the day Saturday. So Saturn, Saturday, third sphere, purple and black. So those are, you know, those are my fashion tips for the day. This is what you should be wearing on the days of the week. Now, to dig into microastrology a little bit further, well, you can see if you skip days that you're counting downward when you count the days of the week. So if you got to skip days though, so you got Monday here at 9, Monday, then skip Tuesday, Wednesday at 8, then skip Thursday, Friday at 7. So then you skip Saturday and you go to Sunday at 6. Skip Monday and then you go to Tuesday at 5. Skip Wednesday and you go to the fourth sphere on Thursday. And then you skip Friday and you end up with the third sphere on Saturday. So 9876543 count as long as you skip days. So you're counting downward. Now, when you go to the hours of the day, you got 24 hours in a day. Conversely, you count upward when you're counting the hours. So now let's say we start with Sunday. Start at dawn. Okay, so each hour you count upward. So from dawn on Sunday, Sunday is a day for the sixth sphere. And Sunday, the hour of dawn is also, it begins with the 6th. Okay, so the 6th, the day, whatever day it is, the first hour of that day, the dawn hour of that day corresponds with whatever day of the week it is. So for example, we'll start on Sunday. Sunday at dawn is 6. So then the next hour is 7. The next hour is 8. The next hour is 9. Then the next hour is 3. Next hour is 4. Next hour is 5. Then the next hour is 6 again. That would be the 8th hour of the day. And then, you know, so you keep going and you get 9th, 10th, 11th, and then 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Okay, so this is the last hour of the day on Sunday would be 8. Then you go to 9 for the next hour. So this is the first hour of the next day. When the next day after Sunday is Monday. So Monday is the first hour of Monday is 9, because 9 is, it works through all that, and then you get to the first hour of Monday, which would be 9. You count all those hours up again, and you come around, and the first hour of Tuesday is 5. And then you count up all those hours again, and the first hour of Wednesday is at 8. So that's how it works. You count upward by hour. And so, during that hour that you're in the 6th sphere, that's when you should be scheduling 6th sphere activities. There's actually 4 hours in the day, 4 hours in every Sunday that are dedicated to the 6th sphere. That's the hour of dawn, and then the 8th hour, then the 15th hour, and the 22nd hour. So, to be honest, I've never really gotten the hang of, doing it by hours. I pretty much work with the days only, but you can see that this is an ancient system, and that it works out to count. You count downward when you're considering the days, but you have to skip a day, and then you count upward when you're doing the planets. So, or when you're doing the hours of the days. So that's just kind of the quick version of micro-astrology. Hopefully I'll come back at some later point, and we'll look at the kind of monthly and yearly astrology offerings. As you can see, the tree has 12 different categories. So those categories would probably fit neatly into, your 12 different signs of the zodiac. So if you are interested in more about the Tree of Life, you can just click the button below, and I'll send you out a free copy of my annotated guide to the 144 fractal faculties, or stages of life. And that guide will help you to kind of keep track and keep score as you listen to any other videos that I do about Tree of Life. Tree of Life is a fantastic tool that you can use to accompany you on your spiritual journey. And the only thing is that it does have a learning curve, and that you have to kind of learn it. It's not that hard to learn. It's pretty simple. There's only 12 categories, and there's relationships that have to do with the lines between the different categories. And so, your best bet to start with is just to put a model of it, on your refrigerator or in your bathroom or whatever, and just kind of let that sink in. The best way to really learn the tree is to let it sink in. And eventually, once it kind of catches hold in your memory, you really can take off with it, and you can use it for everything. But in particular, it's more like a do-it-yourself spirituality. It gives you kind of the bare bones, the skeleton of what you're dealing with, but you can really mold it to your own spiritual path, and it will still be valid. That's why I like it so much, is that it's non-dogmatic. It's kind of like you set it up, and you can personalize it to your own situation. Okay, so you guys have a beautiful day, And check me out for more videos. Like, share, and subscribe.